line. That was not even too tight. That was okay, but not tight. With that being said, Kicker finds somehow bolts. Long range duel works with that P to 50, whilst Prison also gets himself cold. Crucial player taken out of the game. That means SK only playing with 3, all fortifying the A side. No one left behind on B. As they gamble, and let's see if that gamble works, because Fur already got himself a few shots. Now he knows there's presence towards that side. Avangar is rotating back. Stu just needs to hit the right timing to get the players. There he goes. Back on the B side. Fur realizing that those apartments are clear. Mid, not 100% under control yet of Fallen, but he's making a move. Stu waits it out. He still has a good bunch of grenades back in his hand, but the problem is 46 HP are not making you Terminator at all. Rather weak you are in such a situation. Smoke's gonna pop. CT smoked off. Flashbang from Stu's gonna come in. How many Avangar players can he hold off? Only one, and that's gonna be Chris, and Demasic instantly refragging. The side of B is theirs right now, and somehow SK need to find a way to retake this properly. It's first coming in from behind through Banana, and Fallen somehow gets himself kicked. I'm not quite sure if he saw him there. Just sprayed through a little. 2 versus 2. Fur now knows. James is a little bit obvious at that point in time. And there's once more mortar fire that comes down to James. As Demasic and his teammates still stick to that site. No Molotov to force out Dima. The first one to Fur comes, only a Fallen around the corner. The jump does make it easier for him. And so Avangar is picking up the #1. SK could have went further in that, whilst though we're talking all about this. That's just kind of astonishing at that point. 7-1 on Stu. That's just beautiful. As they're Kicker and Co. on the entry ticket to the B side previously, they're trying themselves early towards Banana. Not finding more than a bit of damage onto Buster as well as Kicker. Not even a sting on SK's armor. All on 100 HP, except Stewie. I mean, he lost 1. Does that even count? That being said, Fur gets himself kickered. That's pretty much all to get for the moment. A very, very fast Demasic is approaching, and Bolt has to react to it in time. Oh, that is Bolt's doing a double, and somehow the guy in the apartments can't react to it. Demasic lets his teammates die. Just because there's a smoke you can't move through, that's not the truth, and Bolt was already there on 3 frags with just the MP9. Kept the A site closed. Demasic though, finding Stu, going out, 86 HP left onto him. His time is still there. We're gonna see how they're making it work. Demasic in the crossfire he is. Bolts takes him out. A 4K coming in from the Brazilian. So SK on the right track with that. Avangar lost it, all facing the same player. It's a bit of a surprise how Bolts could all kill them with just the MP9, but Demasic up on the apartments, he didn't do a thing about it. That's the worst to see. That was really shocking. Because you would have expected, actually, that there's more to come out of this. But in the end, there we see the Avangar players talking about it. Kick it there in the middle, the guy with the glasses, who used to coach, who used to IGL the team during the time where Ramzik was in. Not quite sure if he still does that, though. There goes our free one. Can Avangar find their way to stop SK in gaining rounds? We can goes close. That nade puts him down to 4 HP. Oh, you hate to see it. You definitely don't like to see that kind of stuff right there. And so SK Gaming versus Avangar turns in favor of SK for the moment. Stu gets himself a deagle shot in the chest. Not too much damage dealt. Down to 59 he is. Kickert needs to lead that team to success. Already a bit of control gains. A side is their destination, 100%. Fur doesn't have a problem finding 2, and finding 3 as well. Buster is coming around the corner in a second with Demasic, but he's not really interested in losing his gun so unnecessarily. Buster pushes through. Buster hears those steps. Fallen extremely cautious. Now he's exposed. Now he takes him out. No problem. That is the 4-1 secured, and SK, they're on the right path right now. Probably didn't expect that to be the case. There's that kind of mixed buys right here for Buster and Co. I mean, they get themselves the Mac 10 onto Kicker. That's something I love. Then also double AK onto Buster as well as Demasic. And the funny part is, when I talked, I think it was a few weeks back to Kicker, I said, you're all having good ratings besides Demasic. And Demasic is an entry player. What's all that about? And he said, rating isn't a thing. I don't care about KDR. Demasic's unusual, unpredictable playstyle is often opening up opportunities for the team. That's why he's so valuable to us, even if his KDR or even if his stats aren't looking like he's a god. Whilst all that is happening, Fur is god of the elements. Doesn't matter if smoke or flames. He's holding it up. Only a smoke, no flashbang. Here comes the first. Prison taken out. The gap, that's non-existent right here. Fur gets a good bunch of bullets towards himself. Demasic, one more spray. Oh, that is just one more bullet left in the mag. He couldn't do the difference. Stewie standing there together with Fallen. After the flower pots, you need to look, Buster. James coming in from behind, that opens up the opportunity, and Demasic, he's also going to rotate over as fast as he can. That bomb is going down 100%. With that bomb down, 2 kits are back onto SK. As we're having it, Demasic just left up on this. Can't find Coldzera. James is the last individual there to defend the bomb. Is he able to do it or not? James needs to do the job. He can't. 5-2-1, but it ticks away, and he bought enough time for Avangar. That is the 4v2, and nobody of SK is surviving that, which means money thrown away, basically. A big loss economically. Every single one dying, not getting the rounds. That's a big ouch. You hate to see it, but you gotta accept it the way it is. Full on there, finding James. It's a good start here for the team. I personally felt that would be the 5-1, and then Avangar would have a real problem with that round secured. There's Stewie coming. There's a Fur back towards the CT section of the V side. Beautifully done. Frags found left, right, and center. It started all off with Fallen in that round, and from then, everything has fallen down for Avangar. Take a look at those economic situations. Losing bonus non-existent, being reset. That's brutal, and you hate to see it. Really, really hate to see it. Taking their time and everything. It's very relaxed around the map. Of course, a demon sick. Just waiting it out, checking out the ventilator. What do we got here in the kitchen? No, let me go to demon sick. So we got bleach. Looks like bleach. Why would you have bleach in a kitchen? That's a little odd. Nothing being cooked. Cleaning soap. At least some coffee in here. No, not even that. There, what's just moving? The ghost of Inferno is haunting us, obviously. And as that ghost of Inferno is haunting us big time, I don't feel comfortable with that. It comes down to Avangar right now, pretty much. Those fast-paced pistols they're using rather slow. That's okay, that's your approach. You do it the way you like. With that 5-2, they're taking their time, slow and steady and chill. Avangar. It does not feel right somehow. This is a map they can play quite okay, not the best way, but quite alright. And it goes Fur with 1 and with 2, and he's burning away right now, D-Mistake, thanks to Stewie. James Vision, it's just white. That means Curtin. It's time to die here, as they're all hunting down only one guy. It's Balls finding him in the end. And I mean, it started off 10... Excuse me, started off 10. Oh, I just want to say, my brain is not 100% there. No, I just, of course, meant it started 1-0 for Avangar regarding map wins. A little bit of a surprise. Oh, that shot not 100% on, and suddenly... Thank you, Stewie. You're helping me out big time, as that off from Cold Zero didn't 100% do it. Buster with the shot there. 7-2. That's right now fast. And that's really, really big time fast. As we're seeing right now, the lads off Avangar. Yeah, not too happy about it. Definitely not. That's that 7-2. It's a scoreline you can't really feel comfortable with. Oh, tough. In the face of Fallen, shouldn't block his vision too much. Sees Buster, takes him out. And that's the early start. First 25 seconds, already the first casualty. He might hit the right time though. Fur is aware. Fur just rips off your head. Jamie's there to refrac at least. Avangar is still there with a man disadvantage and the focus on the A site. Revolt has shown us why he's the king of the balcony. I'm just missing his grill, his chair, maybe a radio, and then you can easily relax and take out Kazakhstan players from up there. As I'm saying it though, he's being taken out by Chris and James there also on Cold Zero, so the 2 versus 2. Comes all down now, only to Stu. He can deny the plant, and so it's getting tricky for Chris, and a jumping Stu is coming around. A jumping Stu who needs to be taken out. But Fallen, he helps his teammate there. Kristen can't find him. SK Gaming already securing that half. That buy again from Avangar. I mean, we're always having a very, very similar kind of play style there. Slow pace. They go majorly on the side of A. Right now, SK found the winning formula in shutting down Avangar easily. Fur and Bolts are reacting wisely. That's a good bunch of damage right now the ZZs have dealt. The bomb is down. They still need to bring it on the site. But the reinforcements have arrived. And coldzera with 1, coldzera with 2, coldzera with 3. And so it's an easy task for the Brazilian rifler, sniper, number 1, whatever you want to call him. Call him if you need help. 9-5 right now. Fur 16-4. Seems like SK Game in the first map, you know, they just started the engine. It's not really higher the temperature yet. It's still cold. You gotta be easy with it. Right now, hitting the apex, high RPM, cutting every corner you can without getting some dirt on the tires. That's giving us the kind of picture we're having right now. 9-2. Waltz heard that. Demon 6 exposed himself. Gets taken out by Boltstein. There's a denied as well. First 25 seconds. 2 players dead for Avangar, and that's uncomfortable. Well, we also have Fallen dead. Comes down only to Stewie. 100 HP he has left. Kicker finds him in the end. James, I guess at least coldzera, the one was the hero in the eco round previously. He suddenly has a bit of his body showing. The bomb makes a different turn. Kicker just waiting patiently. Fire, please go out. Thank you very much. There he makes the run to the A site. The bomb goes down. Fur and Bolts. The only two to retake this. And Kicker, the man you won the situation. This guy has brains. This guy has aim. This guy has knowledge. And some bad luck here, as Fur is fast enough. 12 HP this guy has left. Not quite sure what Fur was waiting for. Probably trying to look for the AWP there. If there was any. But either way. 10-2. Double digits achieved so easily right here. Avangar continuously tries and tries and tries. We're still not able to do it. Let's see what the nade does. Oh, as he knows how James walks, he perfectioned that grenade. So as they're already out, at least Dimasic out of boiler. King of the balcony is being taken down. 19 HP are only left there. Demon 6, 46 onto Jane, by the way. As it goes, Stu nearly tried to find himself more than that, but it's only coldzera as well. Has fallen left. And got the first. Dima is out. Kicker not found yet. Tries to go. Oh no, Kicker! You're dying in the process because coldzera is finding collateral onto that, and the kind of opportunities he opens up in such a situation is just insane. This is the typical coldzera kind of stuff. You can never avoid it. It's some aura, it's some kind of magic. But it's James no scoping Fallen's head away. What kind of round number 14 did we just have ourselves here? Unbelievable that is. coldzera on the scene. coldzera to react. Third round though for Avangar, as the take was actually really nice. And Buster there onto Stu. It's the first player taken out on the SK side. Maybe Avangar can put this 10-5. Maybe. Just maybe. Time is taken away. That's Crescent trying to gain a little bit of attention there towards the side of A, but there's not much more to come, so Fallen needs to do it. Finds himself Jane. That's Bolts on his own. Avangar probably pick up the number 4 at that point. That's Bolts. That was nasty. Getting Demon Sick that way. Okay, but Kicker it. Throw it to smoke. Such a shot, which means Buster is the only individual to find here. That'd be some kind of miracle if Bolt actually gets that. Buster knows how to deny that. He hides in the corner, waits for Bolts to make the move, and then the 10-4 secured. Well done here from Avangar. And as Stewie and his team are right now basically down to essentials, you could say. Let's see how Oli first going to hold that site, because that will be probably harder than you would like to. There it comes. Fallen comes on one, Buster taken out, Manda's advantage is there for Avangar. Shot from James does the job, coldzera out. Bolts as well as Stu are the only few alive. And now you need to see how both lads want to do this. There's a UMP back in the corner. Stewie doesn't pick that. Means Bolts needs to do it together with his teammate right here. There is still the opportunity that the bomb rotates away, and that is exactly what happens. Stewie at least getting himself prisoned, but there makes the C4 makes the run. James going away. And there he realized this is definitely going to be the B sites. Not wasting my time here anymore. Does he catch him off guard? They're making the race right now, but the race is being won by James. Is it? Wrong direction, Stewie. There it goes. Realize the B side it is. And James finds him in the end. 5-10, Avangar. The last few rounds, they actually delivered us a show again. And brought back a few. It could have ended way, way worse than that. There you see the players, SK Gaming. They're up 10-5. And that's great so far. Whilst we're having Avangar winning the first, losing on their own map pick, and now need to show us what they can actually do right now here on Inferno. There, as we see it, we're going in first as the aggressors towards the A apartments, while Stewie Back over and Banana tries to gain a bit of attention, and he does so. We see right now Kicker tries to realize, okay, there's actually no one here in Banana, so that might just enforce a rotate by any one of the Avangar individuals. That just happens from James. He comes here together with Buster. That might be in time. Demasic ripping the head off there of Stu. Doesn't see too much of his body, but still has the right angle to then do the shot. Man, disadvantage, but the bump is down either way. And James has that kit to do it in the end. They're all back on the site, and Glocks in close range. We see a big cluster of 5 Avangar players just waiting for the right timing. Kultura there starts off with 1. Kultura on the double. Kultura possibly on the triple. No, it's going to be bolts from the site. Kicker can't react to it. No chance there. That's the 11-5 secure. That's the bomb down. That's an economic advantage, and that's SK taking the lead in half number 2. See how that will go. Stu goes out. Demasic, he hears the steps. James wants to use that one. How does he use it though? That's a different kind of question. Oh, James. Nice try for that. Kultura is there to react in time. Cruising on 9 HP should be taken out. Buster and Kicker are the only 2 against also only 2. Kicker can avoid his death right here. That bomb goes down. As it goes, you should realize there are a few on his side. Oh, this is Kultura doing it on his own. He does. Quad coming in. He makes it work against not so well equipped Avangar players. Right now, need to go for the eco. So next round is there where we're going to see the M4s again. So that is no difficult task for SK Gaming at all. Just play it default. Play it cool. Think for a second or 2 and then take out every Avangar player. You just get yourself directly in front of your crosshair. And as we see, we're a mathematical approach, calling for players to do the wrong kind of movements, and they do. Fur finds himself 1 Kultura, 1 bolts on 2. That's not too hard. And Buster has removed his silencer for some reason. Not quite sure why he does that, but I'm sure this gets him killed. And as I say it, I'm the perfect predictor. Suddenly Stewie will realize when he picks up that pistol, when he uses it, that would be the best, that there's no silencer on it. I'm not quite sure if it's there by default. When you respawn, that would be great to know, but either way, 13-5, Avangar on the buy. The AWP onto James. He goes directly middle. He wants to directly find himself a frag, but no one comes close to his crosshair. Maybe the second line of aggression, Kultura is able to survive that. That second line of aggression didn't make it work either. So we see Bomb back deep at the A apartments, back to where it actually belongs, and that's to the rest of the team, who right now have taken a good bit of banana control already. Avangar is here with 3. 1 on coffins, 1 in the corner, 1 in the CT connector. But first of all, James not hitting his shots as good as he does right now. Rotates now over. Back to the side of A. And SK seems to be interested in doing the exact same thing. They have also no one actively lurking. I mean, Fur is far set away from the team. He's not like making noise on the A side, or he keeps the attention just onto him back on the A side. And that logically makes Avangar a bit more suspicious about the silence on the A side. That is going to be B, and Demasic makes the move. He's there fast. Could be boosted up by Kicker, but rather goes construction. 20 more seconds. Time is running out. That one needs to be perfection. Kicker also found. So Demasic, who comes through, found himself only bolts, but the frags have not been done. There's a few more kills that need to be finalized here. Oh, and the pistol! James, he does it! Oh, finds himself Kultura in such a process! And because you're running out of bullets and you're not taking out the Opera, it's going to be Avangar picking up such a round. Unbelievable. That's something I didn't think it could happen. When a single bullet suddenly making a difference, then it's Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Love to see it. That's Avangar, the 13-6. Still right now, the circumstances, and they pretty much show us how good SK is looking on this map. Their pick, besides all of it. I'm sure you knew either way. As it says in the top right, by the way, for everyone always asking. We got that set for you in the top right. So it goes. Coldzera finding Jame. That's one less on Avangar. The defense a little bit loosened up. Only one player left back on the B side. That is Buster. As their first sees the fallen op. So there's gonna be not too much time left for SK to make the approach and the aggression to the side of A. So they're taking their time. Waiting it out. Just waiting 30 more seconds to have left for that aggression. There it comes. Demasig across prison. Great kind of positioning they have right here. Crossfire. Perfectionist way. They're baiting out the shot from Fallen, who then doesn't hit. In the left-hand side corner, there's one more to go. The no-scope. It's not there. Coldzera. Oh, he rips off that head off kicker, and not just with 8 HP. He aces that one onto himself. 25-10. Casually takes it home right there for SK. Kicker, he had the advantage. 100 HP. He didn't need to move. The bomb was directly in front of him. He wanted to peek to have that kind of advantage, to have that surprise moment. But it's just a big middle finger there from Coldzera. As he says, I don't care. I'm taking everyone down anyway. That kind of uncomfortable wallbang there. Fallen finds Jame. Is now at 26. That is Stu onto 2. Fallen finds Demasig as well. Crizzen taken out. 15-6. That's fast. And that seems like SK wants to close the case called Inferno. And that's that kind of bias fairly makes we see 2 X7s actually. Love it. Kind of. Crizzen finds a first great frag onto bolts. The entry you kind of need. Same goes for Jake. Then it suddenly works out with such a buy. That doesn't seem to be that GG yet. Coldzera and Fallen. Brazilian duo. Coldzera though gets himself 2. The side of B is now fairly open. Jane, the individual to possibly rule it out as he finds himself falling. Coldzera there is on the refrag. 3K he already is on. Crizzen to be the last individual in this. Can the Kazakhstan player actually make it possible? It's okay. Don't worry, horse. Everything's gonna be fine in a second. There, he sees the head. Takes it out. 4K. Coldzera just did 9 frags in the last 2 rounds. And so SK, that's unbelievable.